Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. Welcome to your mystery reading. The first thing that we're going to do is shuffle out a couple cards from the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to get the context or the general energy of your reading. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. The link to that will be in the description. And before I get you your first couple cards, remember that this is a general reading that could be meant for more than one person, so if you're struggling to find meaning in a message, that's okay, just let it go, because it might just be meant for someone else. And if it truly was meant for you, the universe and your spirit guides will make that obvious to you, either sometime during this reading or sometime during your journey. Oh goodness. So that was interesting. So two cards fell out, and I'm actually going to take them both. What was interesting was I saw this devil card fell on the floor upside down. Or no, I saw it, then it fell on the floor, and it was right side up. So there's something here about this devil energy. There's some sort of light to a situation related to some sort of attachment. It's kind of hard to explain, but maybe you're being called here to see both the good and bad of being self-destructive rather than one or the other. Maybe there's something here that you really need to see the full picture of instead of being so hyper-focused on only certain parts. The devil here has the number 15 on it, so if you see the number 1515, that could be very significant for someone. I also saw 222, which is interesting, because the other card that I have for you is the Two of Pentacles. This was the other one that fell on the floor. So you're really being called to prioritize what means the most to you right now. And I feel like to do that, you're really going to have to let go of like some instant gratification like tendencies. You need to make decisions here with the Two of Pentacles that aren't so impulsive. You're really being called to think through things here, especially if you have like a material opportunity in front of you. Definitely moving forward, be careful with the decisions that you make. By the way, you may hear whistling in the background. Just want to let you know that's someone that lives here, so it doesn't freak you out. But I did see 321, so I feel like whistling in general is symbolic for someone. Maybe you're being called to look up what that means, but I did see 333 as well. I got kind of like a mysterious vibe from it. But in general, there's some sort of heartbreak here that you need to heal to grow from. So that way, that healing can expand in a really beautiful and abundant and prosperous way, I want to say. This Two of Pentacles says, prioritize giving attention to people and things that mean the most to you, and boundaries. Definitely be honest with how you feel, and, you know, stick to your morals and stand up for what you truly believe in, because you do have an impact. I don't care how small or quiet your voice feels, but it's not, even if you don't use it. I feel called to say, like, saying nothing is still saying something. So that's definitely interesting. Maybe there could be a specific reason here that you're being called to prioritize what means the most to you: your health, your mental health, your physical health, your money, where you live, who you live with. It just feels like your foundation is what you need to prioritize, actually. The number 2, one second. As I was saying, the number 2 could be really significant for someone as well. 222. And I said as well because I did mention 15 as well. 15 and 2 feels like it could be significant. With getting that phone call, I really feel like you are being called here to prioritize what means the most to you. I know I keep saying it, but that message is coming through very, very strongly. Like maybe on some level you forgot who you are. And now it's time to navigate your way out of the darkness, to see yourself again, which is interesting because the imagery that I have is like a person walking through the darkness and they're headed towards a mirror and they don't really see the reflection until they get closer to it. I feel like you keep yourself at a distance from yourself, which is kind of a funny way to put it. I did see 111, so trust yourself and don't be afraid to follow your own path. I feel like you just don't treat yourself fairly or really give yourself a fair chance because others didn't, and you know, just at some point you just gave up. And even if it were true that you are alone, that's okay. I know it can be scary, but you know, the universe is always there as well. You are one with the universe, so there's no need to be afraid of it or to be afraid of change or anything like that. I just felt for somebody that it can only get better from here if you choose for it to. You just really, really need to take your decisions more seriously. But now I'm going to wrap up this reading with a couple cards from this deck, which I got from this box of cards that I have here. If you feel called, you can pause the video and read what those cards said. I did see 222. I do feel called to show this card just because I do keep seeing 222. Patience is very, very important, and there's the 5s. You're really being called here to not be afraid of change, or even if you are afraid, that's okay. You're just being called to have the courage to face these changes. It's okay if you're afraid. If you feel fear, that's a natural human reaction. But let's see what your last 2 cards are. Okay, so I feel called to take this one. It says, what's stopping you from creating the life you want, from giving you the comfort and stability that you need? You're definitely being called here to take a good, hard look at what really, really holds you back. And I am feeling something here about a mirror again. So I do feel that this is a reading to tell you that, yes, you can be your own worst enemy at times, and now it's time to address that self-destructive behavior so you can have what you actually deserve out of life. I got focused on the word life here on this card, so life, for some reason in general, could be significant for someone. There's some sort of attachment here for sure that you really need to let go of, so that way you can have a more abundant and stable and secure foundation, or home life, relationships, job, everything that is you. If you aren't stable, aspects in your life aren't going to be stable. I just saw 420, so there could be a specific habit here that you need to let go of because it's not helping you. For your last card, it says you have 2 options. Stay patient and focused, which here's this card. So you're really being called to choose patience and staying focused. And the other option is, or you can change paths. Know what's worth investing in. I saw 4, 5, 6. You're being called to know what's worth investing in for a reason. That being your own worst enemy energy is coming out again. Maybe there could be something here about a self-fulfilling prophecy, and you really need to hold yourself accountable if you want, you know, as long as it's not hurting anyone or yourself, if you want what you want from life. When it comes to like your dreams and your wishes, what you want for yourself, what you want for the world, what you want for the future. So definitely, wow, I actually just realized too, with the energy of choices coming through very strong, literally says you have two options, that you're being presented with a choice. And the universe and your spirit guides are really encouraging you to be patient and to stay focused. But you can always change paths, and to what path, I don't know. Just take that however it resonates. You're really being encouraged to make sure you are investing in things that actually align with you and who you are and what you believe is actually right. Cognitive dissonance could be significant, so I definitely feel for someone here. You're being called to express your morals through your actions, through your boundaries. I felt that strongly. To have boundaries outside of yourself with other people or things, you first need to have boundaries with yourself, and you need to know when it's time to tell yourself no, especially if you want other people who can take no for an answer in your life. I did see 654, so trust that everything is happening for a reason. And if you need to communicate with the universe and your spirit guides, especially if you need a little more to believe and to trust, because they are there for you and they do want to help you. Or in general, I feel like with the devil here asking for help, however that resonates, it definitely feels significant for somebody. But that will be the end of your reading. I hope that it was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that is the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can do so by donating through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment down below if you have any. I'd really love to connect with you more. And thank you so much to those of you who have shown your support thus far. It really means a lot to me, and it really does make a difference. And the last thing that I want to say is thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.